We bless the Lord this hour for his faithfulness and goodness. And we glorify his name for granting us this opportunity to be at his feet, to continue learning from him. And we are looking today into something more important, something more serious. We are moving into the priesthood of Jesus, which is modeled after the priesthood of Melchizedek. Jesus is a better priest for you. And so we cannot compare Jesus to anything else. We should never ever. Jesus is greater than any. The priesthood of Jesus is what we are looking for. We're not looking for the priesthood of Aaron. The priesthood of Aaron was limited. But the priesthood of Jesus is not limited because he lives forever in the presence of God. In chapter 5, towards the end of chapter 5, the apostle turns on us and tells us something very important. He tells us, look here, friends. By now you ought to be what? Teachers. You cannot be born again and just remain a baby. You should grow, you should mature to become a teacher of what you have learned. By now, many of you should be going out to preach the gospel. By now, you ought to be counselors and teachers to other people. But he is accusing them or confronting them because they are enjoying being babies. They are not growing. They are not growing in the things of God. So he confronts them and tells them, man, that is not right. You cannot continue just living on milk. You need the bone of the word to grow up and become the doers of the word. In chapter 6, he talks about the dangers of drifting back into legalism and into things that do not in any way pertain to righteousness. I want us to begin, as we go to chapter 7, I want us to read chapter 6 and verse 19. Because chapter 6 verse 19 up to verse 20, a new person is introduced. A new person is introduced in the priesthood. Let us read verse 19. Let's go together. Verse 19 and 20. Let's go. This hope we have as an anchor of our soul, both sure and steadfast, and which enters the presence behind the veil, where the forerunner has entered for us, even Jesus, having become a high priest forever, according to the order of who? Melchizedek. So Jesus, is he a high priest for a lifetime or forever? He is not a priest for a few years. Like if the Lord Jesus Christ tarries to come, I'm not going to be the pastor of this place forever. I will die. And you will die. Another person will come. Another generation will come. If the Lord Jesus tarries to come. But we have a shepherd who doesn't die. What is his name? Jesus Christ. And this shepherd is also the high priest. And is the high priest of the order of who? Melchizedek. And Melchizedek, the first time we read about him is in the book of Genesis. The name Melchizedek is a combination of two words. The name itself, if you like to write, the first part of that name is Melech. Write that. The first part of that name is Melech. And the second part, so write Melech and go to the second line, because I'm going to give you the meaning of Melech. So go to the second line and write Zedek. Melech and then Zedek. Now, the word Melech means king. Melech, king. Zedek means righteousness. And that is why one of the names of God is Jehovah Zikenu. That word Zedek comes from the same root from which we get Zekenu, Jehovah Zekenu, meaning the Lord our what? Righteousness. So you are not righteous because you are right always. You are righteous because Zedek, Zekenu, has declared you what? Righteous. You are righteous because Zekenu has declared you righteous. It's a very important thing. So Melech Zedek means the king of what? Righteousness. He brings righteousness. He is the ruler of righteousness.
Spiritual nourishment, click on subscribe button below. Click on the notification bell to become the first to know when we upload another video.